Kahala Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, Bashim Kakadash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh. Going to give double honors to the elders and apostle, Great Millstone, and want to come to you with this. It's a variation of topics that I want to prepare, but as I was going through a journey the last couple of days, I just thought in my mind. I wanted to kind of do this title of preparing your mind for a spiritual battle. There was four topics I wanted to speak of. It was the YouTube famine of the word, World War III, battles between decisions, fasting and understanding how to beat the food demons. So basically, the fasting thing was just something simple. Something can you go without you know eating, and how long can you do it? And how is your decisions that you make of those decisions, um, you know, being able to fight off those battles between your head. And I was just thinking, years ago, everything that we do is 100% start from the mind, from the spirit. Before you move your lips, before I'm making these conversations right now, or for me to speak right now, it first has to come to the mind. Before I move my fingers, the mind has to be able to tell everything what to do. So this is the reason why everything is spiritual. Everything that the battles you have in between you is spiritual and of flesh. They always say that the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because what you think is one thing, and what you feel is another thing. And the craving of your body is always the one that you fight from every day. You know, I had a couple of scriptures that I wanted to bring out because I thought that was essential for the body. I thought it was essential for my subscribers, whether you're Akwath or any Akiums or Akwathiums, meaning brothers or sisters. I believe you can apply this to your life. It's just on my heart and in my spirit to bring this out. Reason why I put it on the World War III, because that's right. I believe that's right around the corner. All the Akim that I watched videos from, they talk about it. They give you the scriptures to break it down, to understand where we are. And every brother has a talent that is beautiful to bring out. Each video that I watch is always based on, a brother's talent and how he brings it out, and that the spirit or Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is either to bring out in that brother. And the Most High is bringing this spirit out into me. Speaking of these things, because, brothers probably have more dreams. I had a dream last night that my camp got larger. My camp went from, 7 to 50, standing boldly before their enemies. But the point is, are you prepared? Are you prepared mentally to take upon more men? To be able to lead more men? Our mind is supposed to be prepared. When you go without eating or fasting for 24 to 48 hours, what is your preparations? How do you prepare? How do you work and still be able to not eat? How do you gain the strength? Through faith. I had one, I'm going to go to a scripture. My first scripture is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the ruler of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. See what I'm saying? Spiritual wickedness in high places. And I'm glad I got these brothers out, because Esau has, the E's have, and when I got these scriptures from, he says wickedness in the heavenly places. You know, they always changing words, always, make you thinking stuff in different language. Because if I would have showed you that scripture, that would have thrown you out, because you're going against the spiritual wickedness in this place, in this in this world that we live in. You know, every day you go through, you see it. Us fast food fighting over chicken sandwiches, but didn't find out there's 39 different chemicals in that chicken sandwich based on one of the memes, or someone who had brung it out, who knows about this chicken sandwich, who probably did a study on it. But brothers and sisters are out there running towards eating it, But that's the reason why you always got to prepare your mind for a spiritual battle. Just like it says in the Ephesians 6 and 12. Then what it says in 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of our power, Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Preparing your mind, carrying the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Because I go through it, brothers go through it, sisters go through it. We go through it every day. Why? For the social media, the signs that we go through, the people that we work with. This all a spiritual battle. You might go against someone who's trying to beat you mentally in the office. I used to work in the office. They might not say nothing to you, but their actions is telling you that they don't like you. For what reason, you don't even know. So you got to go through that power. You got to go through that battle. It's like I said, it's a journey. I always say it almost in every one of my videos. It's a journey and a season. And the preparation between your journey and your season all changes through what? Study, increasing, praying that the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, give you that strength to battle, man. Just like I said from the beginning, battle between decisions. You're battling between decisions. And that's what you always going to be, doing until the day we die. But this is the time to get your mind right. This is the time that you get your mind right, wrapped around these scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3. I'm going to do 3 and 4. For we walk in the flesh. We do not war against the flesh. See what I'm saying? The mind walks in the flesh, but we do not war after the flesh. Fighting against it. You have to pray that thing out, man. You have to pray those demons away. Because if you have a war against those demons by yourself, amen, it's not going to be a good sight. For the weapon of our warfare are not carnal. Why they're not carnal? Because we're spiritual. We're spiritual. Jake in Israel is spiritual, man. Jake don't ever want to fight. They push Jake to fight. You know, Jake spiritual. If Jake got everything he need, he's calm, he collective, he chilling, man. Every once in a while we're competitive, but more than likely, man, we chill. So what did it say in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 4? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through our power to the pulling down of the strongholds. That was those prayers, asking the Most High to pray and take away those demons. And I wasn't even going to bring this out, but here's a precept. Salakia. Psalms 44:4. Let's check this out. Thou art my king, O God, command deliverance for Jacob. You see, the deliverance. We cannot do anything without Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. These demons are stronger than what you think. These demons are stronger than what you think, man. That's why you got these people who are on drugs. It's hard for them to come off because the flesh continues to thrive on the weakness of the mind. And you don't get strength from the mind in the body, but through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay. You know, the spirit has me excited this morning to bring it out because, you know, I've been through a couple of things the last couple of days and trying to figure out what should I do for my video. But the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah always bring experiences so that you can give people your experiences along with scriptures, man. Here's another one. Romans 13, verses 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Yeah, this is the time that we cast off the darkness. This is the time that we take off folly, man. Me and my brother was talking the other day, you know, about staying on Instagram too long. Are you reading your scriptures longer? Every time you on Instagram, any social media, if you're on an hour, you should be reading an hour. If you're on for 30 minutes, you should be reading 30 minutes. If you're on there for 2 hours, you should be reading 2 hours. Why? Because every time you do without, another brother did a video on this wisdom. She gets jealous. She just like a woman. If you don't give a woman time one-on-one with her, what happens? Hey, she get jealous. She throws a fit. Why does she throw a fit? Because she wants your time, just like this word. Like this word in this Bible, wisdom. She wants your time. To what? To edify you. To have you understand what is to come. Why, to understand some of the wickedness in the world that sometimes you might throw your hands up. You might have a demon just come to you and just pop off on you for no reason. But these scriptures would tell you why. Romans 13, verses 13. Let us honestly, as in the day, not in rioting or drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not strife and envy. I mean, that's beautiful right there. It's beautiful. Not in rioting or in drunkenness. You got to keep yourself that walk honest. And it's hard, man. That's why I say all the time, the flesh and blood. The flesh and blood and the spirit. The spirit, man. I say it all the time to me, you know. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. You can't be in rioting and drunkenness. You got to be mentally, man. Surround yourself around people and men of the Lord, you know, to keep you strong. You know, I got a chat on my Instagram. Brothers post positive things all the time, and just different videos of other brothers' videos on YouTube, showing us what we're going through. Some brothers got strikes on their videos. 2 strikes. You know, all the way from the top of GMS, Apostle Tahar, to Men of Valor, to a lot of these camps out here, man. They all getting strikes. They all trying to take this because this truth is too powerful. Let me go to 14. But put ye on the Lord Yahweh, Shlakia. Put on ye the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill lust thereof. Amen. On the last 2 scriptures, man. I got to read it again. But put ye on the Lord Yahweh, the Most High, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and make no provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust. Man, you cannot do that, man. Let's see what the word provision means. Provision, forethought, prevented care or supply. To provision, man, you know, for the flesh. So it's kind of like before something happens, you already had that thought. Like before I finish this video, my thought, is it to go to Instagram? Is it to go to, you know, I'm not on Facebook, but is it to go to YouTube and watch a video that's irrelevant to my spirit right now that's on fire? You know? Hey, man, it's this thing is a spiritual warfare. Like I said from the beginning, my title, prepare your mind for a spiritual battle, man. A spiritual battle. Got a couple more scriptures and we'll get out of here, man. You know. Shalakia done been there. Zechariah 4 verses 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord Yahweh unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might, nor by power, but by spirit, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, man. He said, what? He said, not by might, nor by power, but the spirit. You gotta have the spirit. Just like I say, preparing your mind for the spirit. The spirit controls all. Just like every thought that you go through, you wrestle it with your mind. Just like I said before earlier, it's about every time that I speak, that the spirit speak through me. The spirit makes my arm move. The spirit makes my finger move to each and one of these scriptures, man. Each one of these scriptures. And the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua put that spirit into me to speak his words to his sheep. All of us have a sheep to rule, in righteousness, man. I'm trying to feed the sheep, just like other brothers feed me as a sheep. We all sheep to a certain extent. Some brothers are stronger than other brothers. Their spirit is stronger. They've been in here longer. They have those war, the war wounds. I'm taking the war wounds now. I'm a young sheep, but I'm a shepherd to younger sheep. So that was the Most High saying that. That wasn't even me saying that. Because I am a young sheep to an older sheep, but I am an older sheep to a younger sheep. We got one more and we'll be out of here. We're going to go to Galatians, and then we're going to go to 1 Peter's. So this is Galatians 5:17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit. That's why I've been saying the whole lesson, the whole video. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. It's conflicting, man. The spirit and the flesh is all the way conflicting each other. Just like the word they use here, contrary, man. Contrary to what? The one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would. Hey, because like one thing you might want to do one thing in the spirit, and another thing you might want to do in the flesh. The spirit tell you no, but the flesh says yes. You see a fine woman. Hey, she walking down the street. Your spirit said don't look. But your flesh be like, man, I got to see how that thing look. Why? Because the what? The lust of the flesh. Hey, man, it's hard, man. Hey, when I'm saying this, man, I'm speaking to myself. Hey, man, because, Israelite men love women, man. Has always loved women. Look at all the powerful men in the Bible, man. King Solomon, David, Abraham, Moses, Man, so many more men love women because women is the prize. Just like the woman of these words is wisdom. She's the prize. So you're wrestling against what? The spirit. You're wrestling against the flesh to read this scripture that is wisdom. And that's deep. But I'm going to just go to 18. I wasn't even going to try to bring this up, but let me see. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Woo. Man, that's... Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishlessness. I'm going to go down to 20. Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies. Man, I mean, those are powerful, man. That's the reason why I've been saying, I'm going to say it today. I'm going to go reiterate it again. Reiterate what I'm about to say again. As I've been saying in this video, man. The spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. And without the spiritual power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, these things in verse 19 and verse 20, these things overcome you. Easily, man. All you got to do is look at something for a long period of time, man. because the Most High, because the devil and Satan of this world always have um, you know walls set up for you to keep hitting. It's until the spiritual power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua dwell in you to take those things away. But you got to be willing to do it. Last scripture, man. First Peter's 2 verses 11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as a stranger and a pilgrim, abstain from fleshly lust, which war against the soul. Man, dearly beloved, I beseech you, I beg of you, I remember that when I was a kid, I looked at that, I believe I looked that up, Call for comfort, desire, and threat, pray, You stranger, as a stranger and pilgrim, abstain from fleshly lust. Why? Because lust is like an addiction, man. It's like when you first eat that candy bar or anything sweet. Anything sweet that you eat, you're going to crave it later. A Snicker bar, Butterfinger. And I'm not advertising. These are the things that I ate back in the days and still occasionally do. But the lust of it, the taste of it, the flesh wants it, gravitate to it, looking at women, that's the lust, that's the flesh gravitating because that what, it feels good. You want it. Which war against the soul? Why? You're fighting against it. You're battling against it. You're battling against it every day. Like you fight against Mike Tyson when you go against the flesh, man. Hard rights, hard lefts. Weaving left to right. You backpedaling. Then you go forward. I got you. And then it hits you again. Boom, boom, boom. Counter punch. But like I said, this is for, the serious brothers and sisters out there. The Akim, which mean brothers. Akwathiums, which means sisters. It's a true battle in this thing. And I'm not the only one going through it. And I'm not going to you as if I'm not coming to you as if I'm not going through these battles too. But this is what it's called, man. I was just reading Ezekiel 33 and the Most High was telling me that if I am a watchman, then I have orders. And my orders is to lead the sheep, man. My orders is to lead the sheep, just like I'm being led by the shepherd of other men, and I must lead my sheep, and I be the shepherd of other men and women, according to the knowledge and wisdom that I have. Because this battle, this warfare of this world is not easy. This thing is not easy. Salaki. Just want to make sure that I get the right thing to bring out. Some of you brothers probably already know what I'm going to go to in the spirit. But I just wanted to make sure that what I say, that it'll be edified through the spirit as we spoke on all these scriptures that I brought out. Hopefully you go back and reread these scriptures, man, and ask the Most High to strengthen you. Because this is essential that that you read these things. I think it's I want to say 8. Ezekiel 33 verse 8. When I said unto you, Shlakia, when I said unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest speak to warn the wicked from his way. The wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require thy hand. Amen. The Most High wants you to warn the sheep. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquities, but thou hast delivered thy soul. I must do this, even though it's the hard, just like I was telling you today. You see a brother and sister in line. You tell them that, hey, how many times can you tell them, hey, they're Israelite? Can you sit there and say, hey, I don't want to bother you, but I need to let you know that, the kingdom of heaven is to come, and that you are the children of the Most High. You are Israelite. And according to their tribe, you may think who they are. It might be Issachar. It might be Ephraim. It might be Judah. It might be, Benjamin. You don't know who it is. You can ask me. You talk to them. But you know how hard it is to go up to someone and do it? Some men and women, it's easier. But we must spread the good news. The new news that we getting ready to be out of here, man. We getting ready to do the second Esdras 6 and 9, and we're going to get out of here after this. Salakia, man. I know I said one earlier, but the spirit, man, the spirit had me going. Second Esdras 6 and 9. This is where we're going right here. For Esau is the end of the world. This world, Esau world, is diminishing as I speak now of these words. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob, man, the Israelites, man, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Hispanics, our world is to come. And with that said, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, again giving double honor to the elders and the apostle of Great Millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing this work, risking their lives, like Elder Malcolm was always say from the GMS Chicago camp, risking our lives, man, speaking on the behalf of the downfall of Esau, Edom. So again, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, Shalom.